Good morning from Fox 5 News. This is Good Day Atlanta at 8 a.m.
New fallout surrounding former Braves first baseman Freddie Freeman. The new claims about his agent and his latest contract negotiations.
And flight woes have Delta pilots picketing at airports all across the country and, of course, right here in Atlanta. In a live report, we'll talk about what they want and the airline's reaction.
Good morning, everyone. Good Thursday morning. Welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 8. I'm Buck Lanford.
And I'm Portia Bruner in for Sharon Lawson. Let's head over to Fox 5 meteorologist Jeff Hill in the Fox 5 Storm Center, which is aptly named today, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll have a couple of storms later on this afternoon, but hopefully it's not going to be as much as what we've seen the last couple of days on our Fox 5 Live Viper. All's quiet. This morning, a couple of showers way out there in Alabama, all the way past Auburn, but I don't think any of that stuff is headed our way. So for this morning, just kind of a mixture of clouds and sun, some of those high clouds, but there's a lot of blue sky out there as well. Here's a look at your 4th of July forecast, because everybody's looking toward Monday for the Peachtree Road Race. Temperatures will be the way they usually are this time of the year, in the low 70s, a lot of humidity, so it's going to be kind of tough out there early in the morning. And then temperatures as we get toward the noon hour will climb into the low 80s. We should top out somewhere in the upper 80s for the afternoon. And then for the evening, for fireworks, temperatures will be dropping down into the low 80s, and just a slight chance of an isolated shower or a storm passing through. So outside right now, again, we've got some blue sky. We've got a few clouds out there as well. Current temperature 72. It's been our low so far today. South-southeast wind at 6 miles an hour. Dew point sits at 69. Stay tuned. We'll have your complete 7-day forecast coming up for you in just a few minutes.
Jeff, thank you. And we're checking in on that downtown connector ride, a live look at the Grady curve. So the northbound commute, we are seeing a slower ride right now, about 18 minutes to head from Langford Parkway to the Brookwood interchange. Southbound, looking overall pretty good there. Taking a look at the big three as you make your way in on the major interstates this morning. We've got a heavy ride out of Gwinnett County on 85 from Highway 316 to the perimeter, 31 minutes. Give or take a couple minutes, the same coming out of Cobb or Alpharetta, 75 from Wade Green, 400 from Old Milton, 14 to 16 to head south to 285. Buck?
Natalie, thank you. We continue following breaking news. One person has died after a car crashed into a home in Coweta County.
Now take a look. This was the scene overnight on Johnson Road in Sonoya. It's just an incredible mess, the damage done to this home. Good Day's Lindsay Tuman has been there all morning, joins us live with more on this tragic situation here.
It truly is, Portia, absolutely heartbreaking. What we're watching this morning is crews trying to get the house a little bit more stable. We've seen them put some supports in there. You can see how extensive that damage is, and family members tell us 3 people were at home sleeping at the time. One of them did not survive. Furniture and clothes scattered throughout this home on Johnson Road in Sonoya. Damage left behind after a car came crashing through early Thursday morning.
The car, went, in the house. It went airborne and landed in the house.
Kenethia McCrary's brother was at home at the time, along with his wife, Annette Rush, and their son.
When the car came in, it went right past him. He didn't even realize that the car actually was in the house. He didn't know what had happened. He heard his son and his wife calling for him. So he went over and he started, trying to pull them out, and he couldn't get them out.
Coweta County officials say there was a brief chase that started with law enforcement on Gordon Road. The driver quickly lost control, crashing into the home.
My sister-in-law was, of course, pinned in. Well, she wasn't pinned under the car, but she was under a lot of debris.
Crews were able to get her out, but she later passed away. A devastating and shocking loss for this family and community.
To the community, continue to pray for us. Everybody that knows, our family knows, and it was the pillar of their family. A wonderful person. She's truly going to be missed.
So many family members out here today feeling that this morning. Now, there's still a lot of questions in this case, including what sparked that case and also what charges the driver is facing. We do know that someone is in custody, but again, we don't know exactly what that person is charged with at this time. As soon as we learn that information, we'll pass it along to you on air and online. Reporting live in Coweta County, I'm Lindsay Tuman for Good Day Atlanta.
awful for that family. Thank you. All right, taking a live look from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where Delta pilots plan to protest today.
And the union that represents them says that pilots are working overtime to meet demand. The problem, it says, Delta pilots have not received a pay raise in more than 5 years. Good Day's Brooke Zahner is live at the airport this morning with more. Brooke, good morning.
Good morning to you, Buck. And we know that not only are passengers upset about all of the flight disruptions, cancellations, delays that they've been experiencing, but also the pilots are frustrated about that too. So they're going to be out here later today advocating for better working conditions.
As pilots, we are beyond exhausted. They are trying to get us to fly to the maximums.
Frustration is growing among pilots who are working overtime to meet flight demand. Today, Delta airline pilots will picket at airports across the country, including here at Hartsfield-Jackson International, to demand better pay and changes to flight schedules. The union representing the pilots says they're working longer hours despite flights being canceled. It also says Delta pilots have not received a pay raise since 2016. The group is also asking for improvements to retirement benefits and job protections. All of this comes as passengers deal with flight cancellations and delays during the busy summer travel months. Hundreds of flights were canceled during Memorial Day and Father's Day weekends.
Last minute, we were driving up and we got it on our phone saying your flight's been canceled.
A spokesperson for Delta says Thursday's picketing will not disrupt operations for customers. The statement goes on to say, quote, "Our goal remains to continue providing Delta pilots with an industry-leading overall contract with the best compensation based on pay, retirement, work rules, and profit sharing." Airport officials here do expect to see 1.7 million people throughout the July 4th travel weekend starting today. So it's going to be a very busy day here for travelers. We know that those Delta pilots will start picketing in less than 2 hours around 10 o'clock this morning. That's the latest here at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. I'm Brooke Zahner for Good Day Atlanta.
What a day and weekend ahead. All right, Brooke, thank you. Now, if your flight does get canceled, Delta will allow you to rebook your flight for free. The special offer only applies for flights booked from July 1st through July 4th. You also have to travel to and from the same origins and destinations by July 8th.
Meantime, Senator Bernie Sanders wants airlines to face fines for travel disruptions. Sanders is urging Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg to require airlines to pay passengers for flights delayed for more than an hour and impose a fine for flights delayed for 2 hours or more when it was not weather related. He also wants airlines to face fines for canceling flights that they know they cannot fully staff. And if you plan on flying out soon, keep in mind that south parking deck at Atlanta's airport is currently under renovation. Access is going to be limited during construction. The project is set to be complete by January. You can utilize the ATO West deck as an alternative.
Passport delays are causing travelers even more strife this morning. The State Department says it could take months to get one. Some passport agencies have no open appointments for almost 90 days, adding delays to the already long processing time. A U.S. Postal Service spokesperson said their services are experiencing a quote, surge in demand.
And there was a time when the passport agency wasn't accepting any applications, so we've got that backlog of folks wanting to get an application.
Now, there was a dramatic drop in passports issued during the pandemic. Nearly 21 million were issued in 2019. That dropped to 11 million in 2020 and 15 million last year. There are situations when you can apply for an emergency passport, but you do have to qualify. And this all comes as the 4th of July holiday travel period officially kicks off today. AAA predicts about 42 million people will travel now through Tuesday. Most of those people will travel by car. Airport officials expect more than 1 million passengers through the holiday weekend.
It is the final day for opinions from the Supreme Court. I'm Doug Luzader in Washington. We'll have more on what we expect to hear and about a new justice joining the court. Coming up.
Another warm, humid afternoon, so that means a few showers and thunderstorms will be popping up across North Georgia. And this weekend will be mainly dry. We'll show you that. Now the complete forecast for you coming up.